in the chat box there, the Google Doc. People that are watching, you can the stage. An interactive workshop is not good if I'm only interacting with my. Although they are very funny, they were at the party last night. And hey, Tom. Yeah, Tom.
Good morning. Hello, Karen. Met before.
Welcome. Now it's a party. The rest of you can just watch. We're poor.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
Oh. Good, thanks. From a very rainy Alingsås in Sweden.
Oh.
Yeah. Raining in Gothenburg too. We're not so far apart.
No.
Good morning, Sophia Bodol.
Morning.
Good morning. You look like a gamer, ready to go. Yeah.
No, it's just my microphone in the laptop is not.
Yeah. Okay. And the clock strikes 11 in Barcelona. Ladies and gentlemen, press the button in the top right corner that says ask to share video and sound, and you will join us on stage, please. Imagine this is like a Zoom. We really want you here. I want to learn your names. I want to know why you're funny. I want to know about you. I want it to be a really interactive experience. So thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Alex Bird. Lovely. Wonderful.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jessica.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Bird, for flying in from San Francisco. Fair?
Right. I think the clock struck 11, right? I hope you all can hear me and see me. And I want to say welcome, good morning, to this workshop number 10 called How to Be Funny Using the Rule of 3. The part of our MI 95 Airlines flight, as you humor is a serious thing. Some people have the gift of being funny and use the humor very naturally. And some of us might not feel that comfortable using pride we feel. This workshop, using the rule of 3, will introduce us to the easiest way systematic by Jessica Bright, elevator pitch coach and team trainer. And in her resume, I also found that she is actually a volunteer hospital clown. She has humor in her DNA and takes it seriously. Jessica has lived in 9 countries. She's been to 45, and she realized that how the word communicates. She's dedicated her life to the study of humor and happiness. Please help me welcome Jessica to the stage for a really interesting hour. Welcome, Jessica.
Andrea, best clap ever. You already won an award. So nice to hear the clapping. So nice that you've all come, and that means that you value humor. In the chat box, please type in what humor does in a situation or in a party or in a relationship. What is the power of humor? Those of you on stage with me, you can shout it out. Tom, you're from the north. You guys are usually quite funny. How does humor help in the rainy days? Brings fun. Connection, Andrea. Smooth out conflict. Up your mood, relieves, energizes people, relieves pain. Laughter yoga became famous We did it last night with John Holloway, because your brain doesn't know if you're actually laughing or if you're fake laughing. It relieves your stress and it increases your health. And so you can actually laugh your way to feeling better and healthy. Not the cure-all, but definitely a part of any good, healthy lifestyle is a laugh a day keeps the doctor away. Yes, Mr. Bird, thank you, exactly. Now, what is the thing that scares us about humor? Could you type in your biggest fear? Why, when you have an idea, you don't do it sometimes? Awkward. Oh, yeah. Someone can take it wrong. Backfiring. Yeah. Offending people. Not having a sense to me. Thank you for being honest. Nobody laughs. Thank you, Andrea. Been there, done that. Bought the shirt. It's not appropriate. Only you think it's funny. Yeah. And when only you think it's funny, it still has a little bit of value, right? Because at least you get your hormones and you get your stress relieved and you go, that was great. Hurting people. I see a lot of things hurting people and inappropriateness. So there's a whole study on humor in the workplace where you can't afford to offend people. In your family, you can try out your material. You pay the rent, so they have to kind of deal with your humor. We're going to be working with the idea of Toastmasters. I don't know why it just came to my head that maybe we have that in common. And how you can add humor quite easily using the 3 steps that every comedian, every stand-up, and every clown uses intentionally. Now, I've gone for a couple of years to hospitals in Barcelona. I'm in 3 associations, and I walk with another person, another clown. It's a compliment to be called a clown, by the way, into a hospital room with a sick child and their crying parents. And for 10 minutes, we have an opportunity to bring something to their lives, what you guys mentioned. And this privilege and this challenge to make people laugh when they don't feel like laughing, that's a lot of pressure. And so I always remember the rule of 3. Now, type a yes in the chat box, and people on stage put up your chicken wing and go like this if you've heard of the rule of 3 before. Tom, that's not a chicken wing. Come on, Alex. Thank you, Tom. See, that's the attitude. Yes, no, Jennifer. No, Orly. No, Sumi. Yes, Andrea. Thank you. The rule of 3, you're going to love it. I do it all the time. You just have to, I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm going to show you the different types of humor that we have. Now, how many different types of humor do you think there are out there? Officially, if you Googled in Wikipedia, type a number into the chat box. 79. That's funny in itself. Well, those numbers are too high. Alex and Sumi, you're closer to what it actually is. I'd like to share my screen in my window, which means I go here. Not hundreds, unless Wikipedia is lying. Everyone can see the 9 types of humor? I need to hear you because I can't see you right now. Can someone say yes or no?
It's coming, seems like.
Okay, it's going a little bit slowly. Tell me when you see it, because I'll just start.
Yeah.
Now?
Yes.
Okay, so type in the chat box which one you appreciate the most. Do you like the potty humor, the bad words that floated at his workshop yesterday? The dark humor, oh, death and disease. Observational, when you see things that are kind of funny happening. Wordplay or puns, they usually call this dad humor. Yeah, that's where I learned mine from. It's only 60% successful. Absurd humor. I don't understand that one very well, actually, compared to dark. Dry humor, I think the Brits are famous for that. The Canadians, we just go, I didn't understand that. Self-deprecating, ooh, a clown's favorite. And physical or slapstick. When people fall on a banana peel and you think it's hilarious. Okay. Absurd. Ooh, you like absurd, Aurélie? You sound French. Is that a French thing? Yes, oui, oui. C'est absurd. Different cultures have different styles. I live in Barcelona. Jokes. Even is to joke about poo-poo. And I'm like, no wonder you live with your mom still. Come on! And styles and humor, it's pretty hard to have a relationship, to be honest, because you world and humor and so I had a boyfriend once and he said to me, but I laugh because I like you. Adios. Now I have a boyfriend who thinks I'm just hilarious. Neither of them are right, but it's how I feel, how I want to come across. And so sense of humor, laugh at your jokes in the audience. Bob is going to love this joke. And so that's important for you to know what your style of humor is, and focus on your style. Wordplay, your corny Canadian English. And where people go, oh. It's very clever. Sometimes it can go wrong, that kind of corny jokes. What is funny? Can you type in the chat box? Causes people to laugh. Other chat box, humor. What's it called? Surprising twist. It triggers something inside of you, something the unexpected. My people on stage, you guys are amazing. I don't know. Other people watching, you're welcome to faces. You can press the button and you can come here. It shows the weaknesses of human beings, says the dark humor woman, the absurd woman. Okay, I think you're on your way. And that's the secret of the rule of 3. Surprise. Surprise is the thing that gets all of us in the happiness, the humanness of novelty. People love new things, exploring. Kids love putting new things in their mouth. It's like humor is like, oh, this I never thought of before. This delights my brain. This shakes me out of my comfort zone. This overstatement is fun because it's surprising, isn't it? The question that is very powerful, that whenever you want to perhaps be funny, you look at every situation and you ask yourself, what is surprising about this? Now, look around you. Look at your home office and grab something that is quite normal on your desk. Okay, I have an elastic. And the question is, what is surprising about an elastic? Not too much, right? You have to really dig deep down. What could be funny about this? What could this be compared to? What could this become? What could I use it for? Right? Could I measure how much my arm here? Could I use this to keep my boyfriend quiet when he's talking too much about Lord of the Rings? What could this be other than just an elastic? Yeah? It's looking at the world in a different way. Wow, this could be a little mini accordion. To a kid, this is much more than what you, old people, see it as. And so part of humor is, what is surprising about this? Tom, do you have something in your beautiful kitchen there? What can we, what, a pen. Let's see.
Cricket ball.
A cricket ball. Okay, cricket, most of us don't know what that is. Just joking. Canadians, we definitely don't. Cricket ball. What is surprising about a cricket ball? What could we use a cricket ball for? Type in the chat box an idea. Other than hitting it in a cricket match, what else could we use it for when we're frustrated? when we're happy, as a baseball, if we ran out of the ball. Maybe if we're frustrated at the TV. Decoration for a Christmas tree, Lucas. Excellent. Kill the mice, Heike. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great. Sophia, do you have something in your room? Juggling, Jennifer. Juggling, Jennifer. A water bottle. How boring, right? What if you're talking about it in your speech? And then I was in Cairo and it was just so hot and I grabbed my water bottle. Yeah. But what is surprising about a water bottle? What can a water bottle do other than just quench? Make a hole in it and put a candle in it. Yeah. And instead of just drinking from my water bottle, I grabbed a candle from my back pocket, popped it in, and had a Nile cruise with my lover. Message in a bottle. Yes, what if we make the bottle talk? If a bottle could talk, ladies and gentlemen, what could a bottle say to you when you are stressed out? Type it in there. My bottle has seen better days. Now, how do you think this bottle feels about Jessica's big hands? What could this bottle say to Jessica? Hands off, baby. Yeah? Not on the first date. Come on. Yeah? Yeah? Get a stress ball. Recycle me. Okay. Oh, why does she always have to turn me upside down? Hilarious, right? I'm dizzy. Yeah? Have you washed your hands before touching me? Oh, Ali, très, très funny. Great. If you see the world with an attitude of what's funny or surprising or different about this normal, boring thing, you have a whole new way of writing your speeches, of looking at the world. The world with a kid's eye, with a, can I eat that? Can I play that? Can I make that into something that is in my imaginary world? The mind of a child is very funny. They're giggling all the time. The mind of us is very serious and very pragmatic, more so if you come from the German part of this continent. And so we have to take that mind and shake it up a little bit to try and find the humor. And you can do it in a very structured engineering way. Any engineers in the audience? Type a yes in the chat box. I need plastic surgery. Help! All my friends look so attractive and full-bodied, right? I need a new nose. Perfect. Yes, Vanessa's an engineer, Leona's an engineer, Sophia's an engineer. We have 3 women engineers in the room. Unless you're answering yes to something else, but that would mean you're not listening right. Is that right, Sophia? Engineer? A funny engineer.
Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a funny engineer on stage. Round of applause. They're hard to find. Jennifer's coming on stage. Woo, woo. Yes. Jennifer, are you an engineer?
No.
Where do you use humor in your life?
I'm actually probably so could use it in front of clients, but again, that may not be appropriate.
About being a non-funny drug dealer. And there's some jokes in there, aren't there? Right? Anyone can help Jennifer out here. Mixing medicine is fun. Bringing people to a high. Curing people of pain, 1 pill at a time. Yeah. If anyone has any ideas for Jennifer, feel free to type them in about why a pharmacist. Mixing medicine is fun. Great. So now I've given you kind of the idea of it. And the most powerful thing that you can do is working up here. And there's a mindset and more optimistic in any situation. It's not just applied to humor. Would anyone like to hear the mindset that is powerful? Type a yes in the. Yeah? Thank you, Andrea. Ah, there you go. Here's your humor pill. Thank you, Karen. When we look at a situation or someone offers us something, let's say someone's getting bullied. The worst thing a bullied kid or adult can do, you're getting bullied by your husband, you know, he makes fun of your banana bread that turned well, he's making fun of you. What makes a bully happy is what? What does a bully want you to react? Bullies live their juices boiling, okay? If you don't react and you say to their they die. They have nowhere to go anymore. Somebody throw out, I was gonna say, throw an insult at me. Apparently I'm a therapist too, so I can actually handle quite a bit of that, but let's think of an insult. Okay, so my boyfriend 7 months ago was like, maybe this is bad, but it's like, you know, you've gained a little bit of weight since we started dating. And I was like, I know, I'm really frustrated. He's like, okay, I'm going to lose 7 kilos. So I went on a journey to do that. And okay, so let's rephrase that. He goes, you're chubby. Essentially, that's what he said. Chubby means gordita for those Spanish speakers in the room. Ein bisschen gross, ein bisschen dick, très gordo. So if I reacted, you're a little bit chubby. Of course, I get fired up. And I would say, no, I'm not. I look the same as when I met you. You're fat. No, but you're too skinny. You didn't clean the car yesterday. I would react. I'm just going to protect myself from feeling the pain of what they did to me. Instead of saying, no, I'm not, or no, and you're an idiot, ouch, I can say, yes, I'm a little chubby. And I'm trying out for the Renaissance, what's that called? That art period where, is that the Victorian or the Renaissance, right? And then I say yes, and I add to it. I could also say, yes, and I'm gonna work on that. Or yes, I noticed, and I'm gonna gain 3 more just to punish you for saying that, right? But it's this attitude of, like that Trump did this, okay? Yes, I don't like that my husband did this. Accept that it happened, and how can I find the surprising in this situation? Stops bullies in their tracks, and it makes you a much funnier person to live with, and a much more optimistic and lighthearted person to be around, and your speeches will reflect that. Sound good? Type a yes in the chat box if the yes and could be something valuable for you in your speeches and your life. Piece of paper and a pen. This is for you too. Just because I can't see you, I've been a teacher for 15 years. I think I can't see you. But you still love me, right? You're going to have 1 minute, audience, the 28 people that are watching that are on stage. One of us on stage, okay, we did this last night. One of us is going to be drawn. And then we're going to do it 2 guys on stage because I can't see the people off stage. You have 1 minute to draw. And we're going to guess who drew who. This is going to lead to a very important point about humor. So, my stage people, are you ready? Got your talking pen? She's using me finally. You know, they must get jealous of keyboards, don't you think? There you go. I'm gonna bite them, show them a bit of love. Okay, and oh my God, I think Alex started drawing already. Go, start drawing one of us.
Happiness is the measure of success.
30 seconds.
Love to play, love to jam. You see me, is a man. I always happy what's funny in the hand, but I don't got no time. But to worries, I don't got no time. But to stress in my head, I'm on the mind. So I beg what you go. I come out to live my life. Live my life. They are about to live my life.
I'm the happiest man alive. Okay, show us your happy man or woman on the screen. Who did Tom draw? Oh, Sophia. This woman is amazing. Okay, audience, shout out. Who did Karen draw? Karen, put it a little bit closer. Ah, something in the hand. Eye for details. Who do you think it is? Jennifer? I'm thinking it's the ball. I think it's Tom with the ball, right? And Andrea, Picasso, right there. Who do you think Andrea drew?
Alex.
Alex.
Oh, this is actually Tom Picasso.
Tom Picasso, good. Sophia, it's so easy because you're amazing. You nailed it. And Tim, can you hold it a little closer? A little bit more up? Oh, okay, the bridge gives it away, right? And we can't see Alex because it's green screen, but let's go a little bit closer. Someone with long hair and a big nose. Oh my God, that's probably me. Is it me, Alex? Oh, there you go. There's your rule. Self-deprecating humor. This is an exercise for you to go, God, that's what I look like in 1 minute. And I recognize it because my nose, to be honest, because my whole life I felt insecure about my nose. I'm not turning my head, so you can't see my nose, but I know that I have a big nose. And if I can make a joke about I'm not hurting anyone, right? Oh, why were you late for work? Oh, my nose needed extra care. I needed a shower for my nose alone. I don't know, that's not funny really, but it's just an example of if you make fun of yourself, you give power to yourself and you hurt nobody and you get a little giggle sometimes. I'd love for you to be brave, either on a piece of paper or in the chat box, write down something that you have that's a little bit funny. Is there something that you do is funny? When you brush your teeth, do you spray the whole mirror like a little baby elephant? Yeah. What material do you have for self-deprecating humor? Do you brush your hair 100 times every day? That's kind of funny. You can use that. Is that OCD or is that just vain? Or is that because you like the feel of the bristles? You can use that in your speech when you're talking about your personality. Anyone willing to share something funny, something silly, something surprising that they do? Tom, my nose is always early. Good. Anyone have a juicy little secret they want to share with 28 people? I'm a therapist, so we can just pretend. Hello, Lucas the hyena. Am I allowed to say that? I have never met him. I'm not allowed to say that because I don't know him yet. I'm the workshop leader, I can do what I want. No, but he could make fun of himself. Like, just call me Lucas the hyena. I don't know, there's so many opportunities for you to say, look at me, dancing crazily to good music when I'm alone. Yeah, is she crazy? Who's she dancing with? She's dancing by herself, yeah? Or she can make fun of, hey, I'm dancing with the people in my head. Nah, right? This guy likes this movement and this one likes this movement. You are your best material. The rest of you haven't typed anything? Write down on the piece of paper, what is funny or surprising about me? And if you don't have any trauma around it, feel free to use it in your material. People are thinking it anyway. When you walk on stage, people are going, God, that girl has a big nose. Or they're saying, oh, look at that guy. He should have shaved today. People are judging you as soon as you walk on the stage. So you might as well make fun of it and go, hey, you like my 5-day beard? I knew you'd clap for me anyway, so I thought, why shave? Bring notice to what is funny or surprising about yourself in your speeches, and you will get the laugh of the audience. Guaranteed, because it shows humility, vulnerability, and confidence. And what are we lacking on stage most of the time? Am I funny? Yes, you are. Make fun of yourself. Jan, I walked around so much with my toothbrush on that 9-week diet that I ate 80% of the bristles. I think instead of eating food, I ate the bristles. And you obviously walk around with a toothbrush in your mouth too, right? Do we have the best teeth in the world for it? Okay, beautiful. Let's move on to something called and walking. Something that you can use very easily. This is all leading up to the rule of simile and metaphor. Simile and metaphor are very easy. I don't want to say easy, but I want to say that they are, what word do I use? They are ways to make things that are kind of funnier. So a metaphor or simile, you're comparing things. So here we have metaphors are a direct comparison. In the screen share, which you should be seeing in a couple of, love is a battlefield. Great. Laugh is like a box of chocolates is a simile. You take something and you compare it with like to something else. So Forrest Gump used a simile in his famous expression. Life is like a, type in the chat box. What is life like? Life is like a box of Kleenex. When you need one, it's empty and your husband didn't replace it. Life is like your favorite song. You just don't want it to end. I don't know. Very easy opportunities to add humor by using expressions that are very popular. What about a metaphor? Love is a battlefield. Love is a, what could it be? Life is like a train ride. Yeah. Okay. Life is like, love is like, type in your ideas. Love is like a double-edged sword. Very good. And how we could make that, life is unpredictable. Sumi, okay. Life is unpredictable, yes. It's like a roller coaster that I vomit on. Now you want to add a little bit more surprising because we know life is unpredictable, but we need more information to make it funny. Because life is unpredictable is true. So that's the first step. Find a true expression and then add something unpredictable to it. Life is a game and we're all the candidates. We're all the candidates. And we are all the victims of a cruel gamer in the sky. Something surprising, because nobody thinks of God playing video games like our 14-year-old nephews. But it would be funny if and we're not religious, if we thought of God that way. Yeah? Love is like a roller coaster. It makes me vomit. Right? So something known, add a surprising twist to it. Life is like a long spear. There's a point to it somewhere. That's funny and serious. Yeah? And it's pointing at my heart. I don't know, you could even add something more humorous to the end, right? Thank you, Tom. Tom, you're popping in and out. You're exciting. Your video pops in. You know. Okay, we're gonna take one more minute here. Life is like a Wi-Fi connection. Frustrating when it does work, but we're still cute. Good job, guys. This leads me to the next, what we use all the time in stand-up comedy. I literally go through my speech 3 minutes before and use easy. What do you think it could consist of? What could the rule of 3 be about? If I mention that humor comes from surprise. When Okay. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't know why I have to do all. Just joking. It's my job. Okay, I'll share the screen. The rule of 3 is when you make modification, and then you lead people down a pathway of normalness. Okay? I love exercising. The first thing I say is very normal. Running. The second thing I say is very doing sit-ups. Okay, who in the world likes running and sit-ups, first of all? And now the rule of 3 says that your mind is already thinking that I'm going to say something normal in this list. I've already said 2 normal things. The last one, of course, is going to be normal. It would just be weird if you said something that my brain didn't expect. And that's where you get them, folks. You go, oh, I love exercising. I love running, doing sit-ups, and hot dog eating contests. The third one adds the twist, right? You like it? Yes. Easy breezy, chicken sneezy. Let's try this in the chat box. I love, well, let's do the exercise one. I gave you already an example. I love exercise. Noun, verb, whatever you want to do, and surprise. So what can be one of the surprises? I said hot dog eating contest. What about you? And going nuts. That's funny. Good. I love my wife. She's kind. She's affectionate. And she's, what do we not expect people to say about their wife or their husband? And she doesn't know where the sock drawer is. That's usually the other way around, but I love Toastmasters. Toastmasters are encouraging into self-development. And come on, there's one really obvious one about all of us. What do people make fun of us for? I'm not going to say it. I need someone to type. What is very funny about Toastmasters the first time you went to Toastmasters and you noticed everyone doing after everybody talked? No, not yet. Come on. Clapping. Yes, Tim. My God, could we clap anymore? Are we like those little like clowns? Right? I love Toastmasters. They're so encouraging. They're into self-development. And they have a serious problem with clapping their hands. Yeah? You find what's funny about us. You find what's funny about yourself. You find what's funny about your house. My house is gorgeous. It's newly renovated, has air conditioning, and only needs 3 locks so I can feel safe inside. Right? If you're living in the ghetto in Barcelona. I love exercising, mathematics, sleeping. Orally, I love the sleeping, but I need to be a sport, or else it doesn't fit into the category of exercise. Yeah, because math exercises is confusing because it's not sport exercises. My brain thinks it's 2 different categories. So let's try that again. Exercising, running, walking, especially other people's lives. Ba-bum, bum. John Justinson. Oh, he must be Scandinavian. Excellent. Beautiful. We're going to have a question and answer period at the end, but I really wanted an opportunity for you guys to practice this together. Tim, do you think that we can do what we planned on doing?
I prepared 8 breakout rooms. We are currently 28, so 7 should be enough.
Oh, guys, this is going to be un poquito complicated. It's not, but I'm just warning you. So we are in this session. Maybe I'm treating you like you're idiots. You're not idiots, but it's the 3rd day of using this program. We're in a session right now, and there is a session outside of here called the breakout room with my picture on it and the title. When I give you the instructions, you're all going to leave this breakout room and enter into that session. In that session, you will be with 4 people and you will be working together as a team. You're going to be playing a short game called 4 Things in Common, and then you will be creating a couple of examples of the rule of 3 together. Can I get a yes if that sounds like a good idea? Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Alex Bird. Thank you, Jennifer, for your thumbs up. People watching, that means you're going to be in a breakout room. You are going to move yourself into that session. Imagine this is like Zoom, and I just sent you to a breakout room. Just imagine me sending you to a breakout room is you pressing on the left side of your screen, sessions, like leave, sessions. I'll type it here. You press leave, and then you go to the sessions button, and then you find the picture of me with the title humor, and you enter that session. You will be with 3 or 4 people, depending on how many people show up. And if nobody shows up, you could do this exercise by yourself or leave the session and find a session where there's more people. Do you think you can handle that, people? Yes? If it were day 1, I would be scared. Thank you, Tim, for your thumbs up. I wanted to make this interactive, and I want the people in the audience to play, but they're not coming on stage. And I really want you to leave with a tool. So please, please take this with a yes and attitude. Thank you, Sumi. Join the room. You guys are going to have 5 minutes in the room. What are you going to do there? You're going to be playing first a game called 3 Things in Common. Oh, 4 things in common. Let's do that. This will give you more material. Things in common. Simple as that. You're going to be with a group of 3 or 4 people, and you're going to say, I like avocado sushi. The other person are going to say yes or no. If someone says no, it's gone. You don't have that in common. No, it's okay. No, it's either yes or no. It's a quick game because you only have a short amount of time, 1.5 minutes to find 4 specific things in common. So Tim, I'm going to try it with you. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Do you like spaghetti bolognese? Okay. Do you like reggaeton?
What?
He doesn't. Nope. Reggaeton. It's a type of dance. See?
Okay. No, I don't know.
Tell me something you like, Tim, and we'll see if
do you like sunshine?
Yes. Not quite. No, some people like rain. Maybe Tom likes rain. You have to be fair. We're going for 4 things in common. Your group, it needs to be like, yes, no. Someone else. I like swimming naked. Yes, no. Things in common. Step is we are so alike. We all normal, and so you're going to create the rule of 3 because you guys in a group are so similar. So we're so similar. We all like swimming naked, spaghetti bolognese, margaritas, You're going to make a list, and then you're going to cut the list down to 2 normal things and 1 surprising thing. You're going to do that as a team project. Okay. So I'm going to invite you. In 5 minutes, you're going to come back. Right now, it's 44. At 49, you're going to come back into this session, the original session. Okay? If it doesn't work, do it by yourself, this exercise. Willing, 4 people, and then you will come back in 5 minutes.
See you later.
And I went back to the first 4 rooms and everything was full. I don't know how this can be with 27 people.
Okay. Oh, was there a limit on the rooms?
Yes, there was a limit of 4, and it says full, full, full.
Oh, so
And
you were alone.
there was nobody.
You were alone in a room.
Yes.
One that you could do for I love exercising masters.
I need to think about it. Yeah, maybe with the Toastmasters. I love Toastmasters because you learn about public speaking. You learn about active listening. And third, not how to be autistic.
That's good. Toastmasters helping. Alex, hi Andrea, you're smiling.
Hi, Andrea.
Can you share with us? Maybe I see Steve, Sava, Manuel. Could you share one, Andrea?
Yes, we had one. Like we all in sports and being at no. One moment it was different. We are so like we all like sports and conferences. Wow.
Ah, yeah. And I challenge you there, Andrea. Being on our own, lots of people like that. So what is funny about being on our how could we make that a little bit more surprising? Anyone? Idea?
Networking at conferences, team sports, and solitary isolation.
See, Andrea, there you go. Solitary isolation is funnier than being alone. Yeah? Because that sounds too extreme. That sounds crazy. But it gets like,
Yeah.
Something that
locking yourself.
Talking to yourself, Tom? Is that what you said?
No, I think locking yourself in a room or something. Yeah.
Bathroom at a party. Right? We're all introverts. Staying at home, the fireplace, and locking ourselves. Yeah. And so when you're talking about yourself at make fun of yourself if you're extroverted, introverted, if you're too tall, if you're too short, if your nose is too big, if you're too clumsy, if you're too single, whatever your funny, surprising thing is, feel free to make fun of it using the rule of 3. Sophia, Aurelie, Jan, thank you for coming back. Excellent. Sophia, did you find one? Did you find a rule of 3?
We tried.
Yeah.
Okay, so we said that we love talking, sleeping, and eating pasta.
There. We love talking, eating, sleeping, and eating pasta. One of those needs to be funny. And we don't shut up, even when we have pasta in our mouth, right? You could like put 2 in 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're Italians or whoever likes pasta, right? That to what's surprising about one of those 3 normal things. Everyone likes pasta except for the gluten people. Yeah, except for cocaine addicts, and everybody except for weird people. Am I right? Shut up.
We just didn't find a surprising one. So that's what was.
There isn't surprising. It's not obvious. That's why you have to look at it with a different point of view. Be funny about this. Oh my God, I could be a pig. Oh my God, I could do some kind of a hippie thing. Oh my God, I could use it so my diet works better. Like, it's just a reframing. It's seeing it like a child would, seeing it like an alien would. What is surprising about this thing? Oui, si. With the mostest, Karen, is she back? Because we can enter now, we have 5 minutes left. If anyone has a question like Sophia did about how to find the funny.
She was here a minute ago. It seems to be freezing or dropping out a bit.
They're dropping like flies. Does anyone have a question? Who's coming on stage? Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, in the last 4. Now that's called engagement. High five, Jessica. Jessica. Here's my moderator. No questions. Okay, funny people. Well, then Karen can close us down unless someone has something else they'd like.
Yes, can you recommend maybe any book with techniques or anything, or share the presentation slides or anything that helps to incorporate humor in the speeches?
Good. How to become funnier. Sumi's on stage. Great. Thank you. This is exciting. A resource that you can use is from Judy Carter. She's an American. She started with a stutter and she became a stand-up comedian. I went to her workshop last week, and the material that I just presented to you isn't much different than her. She's more famous than I am. I'm younger, but the material is the same. There's like 5 ways to be funny. In English, you use the k-k-k sound. The K is the funniest sound in the English language. So if you're going to rename a character, call him Carl the clever cook. That's what you would use. People think that's way funnier than Sam the silly sous chef. K's work. You make fun of yourself. Use the rule of 3. Metaphor, simile, and there's one more. And where you make fun of yourself. Yeah, I've given this workshop for 6 hours on how to be funnier. And essentially, you find the surprising in a thing. And you can use the rule of 3 to help you find the funny. But Judy Carter, she wrote the Bible of comedy, the Comedy Bible. And it's only €8 online. So I think that's a good investment to winning division next year.
Thank you.
They don't exist anymore, but.
And was it funny to do it for 6 hours?
Yes, it was. It was over 3 weeks, but
okay.
Yeah, it was very funny because you get to interact with people and you get to see the beauty in people and the confidence that you get when you finally think of something funny and go, that wasn't so hard. I can do that more often. So it's in you. I see something in you, and it's humor and surprise. You just have to try it. Yes, and try it. If nobody laughs, try again. Nobody laughs, try again. And that's my life. 90% of my things don't get laughs, but those 10%, it feels so good. But humor is a risk. We started off saying that we don't use humor because we don't want to offend, we don't want to hurt, we don't want to embarrass ourselves. It's true. Humor is a risk. And in life, those who take risks are rewarded. So use the rule of 3 in self-deprecating humor, minimize your risks, and optimize your laughability. Karen.
Thank you, Jessica. I think we give a round of applause for Jessica and for ourselves for trying to be funny today.
You were.
I think this is, we really tried. I was going to say, I came back a bit late and I'm quoting Wi-Fi connection, frustrating when they're not working, but we still love it. Love it. Thank you, Sophia, for sharing that. And I think we're really happy that so many, really a lot. It's good to meet new people and with this great theme of humor. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your workshop today. So I'll session and we'll hope to see you at the other sessions still out there today, and especially the evaluation contest later.
Speaking of evaluation, I do this
Jessica?
So if you were able to...
Sorry, yes. Well, yes, that's right. Sorry about that. Jessica has created a document to give our feedback to her. So I will type it if it allows me. Like I said, the Wi-Fi connection for me has been off and on today.